Last year there was a delay in getting pumpkin puree, canned pumpkin puree on the grocery store shelves due to some agricultural delays. During this time I was at Grocery Outlet and I saw they had a display of this sweet potato, Campbell's sweet potato condensed soup, and I got a couple of them at 99 cents each, thinking that I could probably substitute that for pumpkin puree to make my pumpkin spice bread. Well, fortunately, pumpkin puree did make it back to the grocery shelves in time for the fall holidays, but I still had my cans of sweet potato condensed soup. So this morning I'm going to turn it into like a little cake quick bread. I found a recipe here in the Campbell's Cookbook, Cooking with Soup, for a tomato soup cake, and the ingredients outside of the tomato soup, the spices and everything, are similar to that of a pumpkin spice cake. So I'm just going to convert this, substituting the sweet potato soup for the tomato soup, and let's see what happens. I'm also going to be mixing the whole thing in my bread machine because my bread machine is out on the counter right now, and I do love using it to mix up quick breads because I just throw everything in the one tub and come back in a few minutes and it's all done and ready to put in the oven. All right, since we're doing it in the bread machine, we're going to have to follow the bread machine rules, which is wet ingredients, liquid ingredients first. So I'm going to start with the 2 eggs. Then I'm going to pour the soup in. Concentrated sweet potato. Well, came out good. And it called for 1 cup of hydrogenated fats, which means a Crisco type or margarine type of fat that's, hardened instead of liquid. Put that in. Oh, there we go. Now we'll do the dry ingredients. The recipe called for either 2 cups of sifted cake flour or 1 3/4 cup all-purpose flour. I didn't have any cake flour, so I'm going to put in 1 3/4 cup all-purpose flour. Also calls for a cup of sugar and the spices and baking powder. So it's 3 teaspoons baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon ground cloves, and 1/2 teaspoon ground nutmeg. So I prepared this last night and it's all in a container. I'm just going to throw them right in there on top. And we're ready to go. I'm going to close this up. When I do a quick bread in the bread machine, I just pick out the setting that has the least amount of time on it for doing the mixing. And in the case of my bread machine, is the pasta dough. It's 14 minutes. There's no rising, nothing. It's just plain mixing for 14 minutes. And that's 14 minutes. We'll mix it all up. Everyone's bread machine is different, but this is the one I've discovered to be the shortest, and I use it for quick bread. Here it is, totally mixed up. Smells really good. I tasted a little bit of the batter. It tastes really good. I have a pan ready to pour it into, and I've preheated the oven to 350. It is in a pan. I've put it in a parchment paper because I'm so tired of doing dishes today. I forgot to mention that when it was in the bread machine, I did scrape down the side a little bit as the some of the flour was getting stuck there. Your bread machine might be a little more efficient than mine. Anyway, I'm going to go put it into the oven and we'll see what happens. Well, here it is. It took about, I'd say 40 minutes to cook in this pan. It's completely done. I stuck a knife in it, came out clean. It smells really good. I'm going to let it cool for a little while and we'll try it and see how it is. Here it is. It came out moist, delicious, surprisingly fluffy. I must say I was very, very positively impressed. Although this was originally designed for use with the tomato soup, the condensed tomato soup, came out great with the condensed sweet potato soup, and probably come out great if you find another comparable type soup. So it's a good way to maybe use up some pantry items you're not quite sure what to do with. Anyway, I'm going to go enjoy my piece of cake right now, and hope you're having a great day, and thank you so much for watching.